What is up, guys? Reaper Howls here. Today I'm going to show you the build that I used to solo flawless the Presage mission. To start off, I used Top Tree Void. In my primary slot, I used the Ignition Code grenade launcher from Season of the Splicer. The important thing here is that you have one with blinding grenades. Next, in my energy slot, I'm using Shariah's Wrath because most of the enemies you'll be fighting inside have void shields. And finally, in my heavy slot, I'm using the exotic sword, the Lament. This thing absolutely shreds and is able to break the solar captains inside Presage along with the arc ones with relative ease. Since match game is active, this is what's going to break those arc ones for you. Now, onto the armor mods. I'm using double sword ammo finders. Next, for the arms, I'm using a grenade launcher mod to help me just reload the grenade launcher a little bit faster, along with Well of Potency. As for the vest, I'm using Concussive Dampener and Sniper Damage Resistance with Font of Might, which can also add to my damage. For my legs, I'm using the exotic Stompies with Better Already, Sword Scavenger, and Protective Light. And Protective Light is important because it's saved my butt several times. Last but not least, I'm using Passive Guard. This is a seasonal mod this season, and it allows you to take less damage while wielding a sword. I also have Taking Charge so I can become charged with light. Was that funny? Was it funny that Daddy died? Yeah. This should not be taking Daddy this long.
Several months ago, a Cabal vessel bearing the name
Now this was a live
disappeared near
stream
the reef.
recording, so
This
I'm
ship
going to let the
matches
audio play
suspicion
out and
heading.
just kind of interject
So
here and
far,
there.
our hails have gone unanswered, and the distress signal continues to loop. You're clear for live-fire engagements. Board it and find our missing guardian.
Here it's just a very basic jumping puzzle. It's very forward. If you have issues, pull out your sword and just use that to maneuver around. And yeah, straightforward.
There's a distortion in the feed, no frequencies. Like ripples meeting in conversation. Executing trace. Stand by. I've sourced a distortion. There's an open patch into the ship's computer. Perhaps courtesy of
No.
our lost friend.
Sit down. Now you'll notice here that I take the time to throw a grenade and kill these creeps instead of just jumping over them. You can just jump over them, but you do not receive super energy if they blow up on their own.
The only life sign aboard.
So, I noticed when I was getting to the first fighting part that I did not have my super prepared yet, so I take the time to kill a few of them just so I can be sure to have that super.
journal of Callus's scribe, Armsat. Translation as follows. Today, Callus graced the Glycon with his presence and gazed upon the anomaly. His counselors prepared
Now
the
right here, when
exhibition
you get
chamber
down to the
with
bottom of
gold
this
from the
vent,
Castellan.
if you jump at the last
They're
second,
confident the
it
crown
actually
is ready.
propels you forward and
The
makes you
end
get to
will
that
lay
ending just a
eyes
little
upon
quicker,
him and
which
weep
helps
at
you
his
save time.
magnificence.
The goal here is just to locate as many as the fuses as you can while avoiding the screebs. You can use the grenade launcher to blind them while you jump over top and just look for the 3 fuses. Because if one of them hits you, they'll all blow up and you will die. Make sure you're blowing the fuses out along the edges of the wall. Because if you don't, the trash compactor will close in on them and you'll have to do it all over again.
This ship's passageways no longer connect as they should.
Now here I blind him and get ready because these snipers will absolutely kill you. So you want to kill this one here, and then once you tether right there, just find the biggest guy you can and start slicing into him, and that tether will actually chain them all together. Wait for the next wave, have them tethered, and then kill them. Once they're down, you can turn around and take out this chieftain back here. He'll be all by himself, and he shouldn't pose much of a threat.
They relent. We must not. Forward. Guardian, I've pieced together another of Armsat's records. It reads, Tragedy of Silence. He tore the wilting failures apart himself. The connection is strong, but the darkness does not speak through them. An ocean without wind. Even the Lightbearer could not coax it to awaken.
Once all the other stuff is dead, you're going to want to take the Lament and just lay into the Abominations. Work on one of them at a time. And with the mods that you have on, it should keep you alive relatively easily without having to worry about dying. Just take them down to where you finish and then dodge, roll away, and regain your health. Once your sword charges back up, you'll come back for the next one and you'll do the same thing to him. Once you can finish both of them, go in and just hit the finish button to take both of them out. And then I instantly come over to the Solar Captain to take him out. From here, it's really rinse and repeat. You'll kite the enemies around into a large circle or group. You'll hit them with the grenade launcher, and that should take care of them. Make sure you're far enough away when you shoot the grenade launcher, otherwise you'll shoot and it'll ricochet and you'll completely miss them like I just did. Where you going?
Hangar systems are intact. Why didn't they try to run?
This next section is obviously another short puzzle. It's, again, pretty straightforward and not too hard to get through. This part, just use your grenade launcher to take care of the creeps, and just kind of stay in the back here, and the other ads in the back can't get you. Now I have Ambitious Assassin on my grenade launcher, so once I kill somebody, I get 2 shots instead of 1, which is pretty helpful. But you just want to focus on these shielded guys first. And once you have them taken care of, that'll allow you to focus on one of the captains. And just take one down, and then you can focus down the other. Once you hit the switch here, I use my grenade launcher because I don't want to take any chances. This thing, it'll actually blind it if you don't kill it right there. I just hit it, so it was fine. Whatever you do, do not take the left door. You must shoot that thing and go down this way. If you take the left door, it will drop you and mess your time up. And obviously, once you drop down, you look for the double doors. You shoot one, you shoot the other. You're going to run through. I thought I was right there at it. I had one more door, shoot the other door, grab your sword, slide on through. Same strategy applies here. Just kind of stay in the back and kite the enemies towards you. You can blind them with the grenade launcher. That'll slow them down enough for you just to kind of take care of them. Once the Screebs are dead, you're free to pull up your sword and just melee these abominations. They're nowhere near as tough as the other ones.
Armsod kept notes on experiments as well. It seems that Scorn, exposed to the anomaly, all suffered contiguous neuron death. It consumed their minds. All but one
Here, monkey.
spoke with many dead voices. Their
You're
survival
welcome.
will become the centerpiece
Whoops.
of their studies.
Every time. Now for this part, I suggest pulling out the sword just so you can jump the platforms easier. And obviously now that you have that mod, you'll take less damage when you get sniped with the sniper damage resistance mod and the passive guard mod. So you won't have to worry about being hit too hard from there. Okay, go. Smash the rally flag into the ground, pick it up, and get ready for the final boss. Now you want to get him out of this room as quickly as possible. He'll go immune, and then he'll disappear downstairs. So he'll slam that down, and then just kind of sort him up a little bit, and he should go away. You want to quickly get over to this corner and prepare your grenade launcher to blind the enemies. Once you blind them, you run up with your sword, and you melee. Back to grenade launcher, blind, sword, and then you move on to the next section of the room. Now once you kill all of those guys, 2 waves will spawn at each pillar. You're going to take care of those 2 and activate, and then take care of these 2 and activate. And the third room is actually a burning room. If you just kind of walk to the edge of the room and look inside, you can shoot the ad, and then you can run in and hold to charge the tank. You can pull your sword out and guard, and that will stop the burning on you. At this point, you just want to kite the boss over. He has a bad tendency to just disappear and appear directly in front of you.
Get
So
down.
you want to be super careful about that. But basically what I did was I was charged with light. I
No.
knew I could survive the attack, so I dropped down, charged the lament up, attacked him, and then once I got too low, I moved away, I rotated back up, regained my ground, and went back down for another battle. Now, obviously, ads spawn down here, so you can actually bank those grenades off the walls and blind them. That allows you to come down here and attack the boss without them doing much to you. Once you take a third of his health away, the room is going to turn red, and then you're going to need to jump back up before you burn to death and repeat the same process that you just did. There's slightly different ads in slightly different places this time. You'll notice that there was only one chieftain on the right, and all the ads were in the middle instead. Now obviously here I had still 7 minutes left to go, so there was no need to rush or freak out about time. Now that I know where he's at, I can bank another shot down and blind them, and then when I drop down, I'm just gonna pop that super right there. This will tether them, and I can just go in and wail on the boss, and as I wail on the boss, all that damage is distributed throughout the ads as well, which takes care of any of the extra problems. Once you cause so much damage to him down there, if you don't break that entire red bar, he will spawn ads up top, which is not always a bad thing. Now here, I just wanted to play it safely and make sure I blinded them, because he doesn't have much health left, but I really can't risk him teleporting over and slamming me down to the ground. Now for this last wave, there will be more ads in the room. There's void snipers in the center, which will cause lots of damage to you if you're not careful. Get out of that. Now at this part I have my super again, so I just tether him and I just lay into him. I know that if I kill him, then that's it. I don't have to worry about anything else. So I just keep hitting and hitting, and every hit you do, that sword regenerates your health. So I was relatively safe, and I got a little excited. Motherfuck, you got fucked up. Woo! There it is.
In Mars's wake. I've seen it and others like it. Too many scorn for an active guardian. Place of each world the darkness stole. At the edge of our heliopause. Callus meant to commune with the darkness.
And that's it. That is a solo flawless Presage run.
Hold
with a
on,
Void
baby.
Hunter.
Hold on.
Had a little celebration with my son right there, and I'll let the video play out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like and follow, and hit that bell.
Be like, I love you, boy.